Good morning, Guardians. The Hijabi Gamer here, and wow, do I look washed out in that camera right now. It is Tuesday, which means weekly reset day, and I will be making more videos other than just the weekly reset. It's just been, I don't know. Anyway, that aside, it is weekly reset day in Destiny 1, and I'm on PlayStation. I didn't even try Xbox. I don't know the state of Xbox and the servers on Xbox. My experience has been Tuesday mornings, Friday mornings, especially Friday mornings. Trying to get onto original Destiny on Xbox is a pain in the butt. So I am on my PlayStation. Feline Revolution is my PSN. I saw a comment from somebody yesterday. I will respond to it about that they do play Destiny. I would love to play Destiny, original Destiny with people. So I will be responding regardless of console. I'm on PlayStation and Xbox. I would love to play original Destiny with people, do raids with people. There are raids I haven't even done in original Destiny I really want to do. But that aside, what's going on this week in the world of Destiny? So, first off, we have Mayhem Rumble, which is basically Mayhem Chaotic Insanity. It is a free-for-all with chaos, faster special weapon spawns, more heavy ammo spawns, no respawn delay, and super insanity. So, Mayhem Rumble, you get a Treasure of Ages and Legendary Marks. Fire teams. So, yeah. Hopefully, no, I'm hearing mixed things about the Crucible. It takes a while to get into the Crucible. It doesn't take a while to get into the Crucible. But primarily, it seems to take a while. But, yeah. Maybe we should, set up a date or something. Be like, post all over and be like, okay, all people who want to play Destiny, who wants to do Crucible, let's make it like the weekends or the time to go or something. I think it's everyone's in Destiny 2 right now. I will say, I'm pretty sure more, the player count has dropped recently for Destiny because a lot of people have gone back to Destiny 2 for the Witch Queen. I personally think Rise of Iron is better DLC, but I'm playing the Witch Queen. I'm up to Savathun, and yeah, that's fun. So Mayhem Rumble, Treasure of Ages box, Legendary Marks plus 10, good thing to do. Then we got the weekly story playlist. Best way to farm Legendary Marks, have said it multiple times. You get a Treasure of Ages and 20 Legendary Marks the first time, then just more Legendary Marks. Just keep in mind, a reminder, you cannot carry more than 200 Legendary Marks. Once you reach 200, you're not going to get any more. I was playing on Xbox this weekend at some point, and I'd forgotten, and I lost out on 40 Legendary Marks. So, make sure to spend them. One way I spend Legendary Marks is for planetary materials, just because. But there's a lot of things you can use Legendary Marks. You can pick up weapons from the tower, gear from the tower, engrams from the Cryptarchs. So just spend your Legendary Marks if you get up to 200. The story playlist this week is the Iron Lords. Yes! I love the Rise of Iron. I love Rise of Iron. Rise of Iron, I know Taken King was probably a better DLC, but when I started playing Destiny, Taken King was already out. I like Taken King, don't get me wrong, but Rise of Iron was the first time to look forward to Destiny DLC. I loved Rise of Iron. So, Iron Lords, you're going to get to play missions from Rise of Iron. You have Heroic. Of course, you always have Heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers. You have Specialist. Special weapon damage is favored. And Chaff. Player radar is disabled. That one isn't as big a deal. This is a good one to have. My understanding is when a certain type of weapon damage is favored, the other two get less damage. So, Specialist. I've been using a lot more fusion rifles in original Destiny. I should be using them more in Destiny 2. But Destiny I've been using. The thing is, I have this setup in Destiny 2 that I like to go with, which everyone's like, no, you have to stop using it. I like having a hand cannon and a scout rifle. And that's my tendency. I tend to go with a hand cannon and a scout rifle. So I don't want to switch that out, but I should be using, and I love Sleeper Simulant. Anyway, that's Destiny 2. That's another thing. Anyway, now on to the Siva Crisis Heroic Strikes. Again, you get, You get a Treasure of Ages box, Legendary Marks if you do it 3 times. The modifiers are Heroic. It's always going to have Heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Then you have small arms. So primary weapon damage is favored, which is what I like. I like primary. I love primary. I mean, I am trying to fight Savathun right now using 2 primaries because I've always liked primaries. That's just me. I like my scout rifles. I like my sidearms. I like my scout rifles, my hand cannons, my scout rifles, my auto rifles. I like primary. So That's just me. Small arms, primary weapon damage is favored. I mean, you get to shoot more with a primary weapon. Because I will run through half a strike with a full complement of heavy ammo and forget I have the heavy ammo because I'm so fixated on using my primary. Which is stupid. Don't get me wrong. I know it's stupid. I just like using primaries. Then you have chaff. Player radar is disabled. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, it's an disadvantage, but if you have the choice between chaff and exposure, I will go with chaff anytime because exposure is a pain in the butt. I hate exposure. And then airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. Cool. So these are the strikes. You can get people. You can get paired with people. I haven't tried recently because I've been trying to finish Savathûn and the new war in Warframe. I just beat the second Archon. I'm up to I'm in Cetus right now. Then the weekly Nightfall strike. The weekly Nightfall strike is the one on the Dreadnought with the Cabal. It is the Shield Brothers, which that one's fun. That was a lot of fun with Bouncy Boy and Shield Boy, the Shield Brothers, when they try to blow up the Dreadnought. Yeah, I remember that one. That one's fun. So you have the modifiers are Void Burn. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Grounded, players take more damage while airborne. Ironclad, more enemies have shields. Yeah, you pissed them off. What did you do to piss them off this time? Ugh. And Daybreak. Daybreak, though, is awesome. The darkness grows stronger, and so do you. Form a fire team of 3 and unleash your light with a greatly increased ability recharge. I love Daybreak. I need to get my butt out of Destiny 2 and into Original Destiny to do some strikes. And the Nightfall. Because I haven't soloed a Nightfall in at least a year, maybe 2. And so I am completely out of practice. So if I try to do this, I'm going to make an embarrassing mess of myself. But I need to finish the new war because the new war locks you out of the rest of the game. So I can't help my Corvus buddies if I am stuck in the middle of the new war. Tico, man, I'm sorry, Tico. I am so sorry. Look, it's the Witch Queen. I have to also finish the campaign for the Witch Queen. I hope Tico understands. Probably doesn't. Anyway, that's the Vanguard Nightfall. Don't forget to pick up the bounties from Commanders of Allah. There are 3 bounties with Commanders of Allah for the Nightfall. So there's like a bunch of them on the bulletin board, where all the bounties are for the Nightfall. It's those light, I don't think I have any with me right now. Yeah, I don't have any, but I do have a bunch of completed Bunch of Elders bounties. Nice. They're like a slightly different blue. They're like bluish. You pick up the ones from the bulletin board, but you have to pick up the ones from Commanders of Allah. He has 3. Don't forget, you have to go to Commanders of Allah to get them. I often forget them. Vanguard Nightfall, obviously, if I keep bringing them up, then it's because, I tended to forget. Alright, weekly Nightfall. Challenge of the Elders. I did the first 2. I'm up to the 3rd. The Challenge of the Elders is Kexis the Betrayed, a.k.a. Taken Fallen. Psylocke the Defiled, which is Taken Hive, and then the Mind, the Vex, not the Taken Vex, so it's the big Minotaur in the middle, non-Taken Vex. So you get the bosses. I did them. I should have recorded myself and posted it, but yeah. So again, it's Kexis the Betrayed, who is the Taken Fallen. Second is Psylocke the Defiled, which is the Taken Hive. He has his 2 girlfriends, the 2 Hive Wizards who are not taken, 2 Hive Wizards, and a whole bunch of Taken, but it's Psylocke the Defiled, the Taken Hive. And the 3rd is the War Mind. I can't remember. It's like some kind of mind. It is basically Vex, which is a Vex Minotaur in the middle, just shooting at you. It'd be much more harder if he actually walked around the map, but I guess he can't fit. The modifiers for Challenge of the Elders sucks. Super kill bonus, which if you're going Golden Gun, sucks. So I probably have to try it as my Titan, but I just did it as Golden Gun. Super kills are worth more points. Personally, I prefer precision kills. Then there's Grounded. Players take more damage while airborne, so don't don't jump. And finally, Exposure. Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish. Okay, the best way to deal with Exposure is Red Death, and I used Red Death. Red Death Each kill heals you and speeds up reloads. That means that even though your health doesn't regenerate because of exposure, use Red Death. Your every kill will regenerate health for you. I was using Red Death. This is why I tell people always pick up Red Death when it comes from Xur. If you don't have Red Death, get Red Death. It is a great weapon to have when exposure is an issue. There's this moment in Crota's End where your health doesn't regenerate. It's great to have Red Death. So I always carry, I have Red Death. It's great to use with exposure. So yeah, if you don't want to deal with exposure, go with Red Death. There's no like primary weapon, secondary favorite, whatever. Red Death is great to have. And the thing is, Juggler isn't in effect. So at one point, I completely ran out of ammo and the game gave me ammo. It's one of the things that makes Destiny great. Now that Destiny 2 has unlimited ammo for primary, that would be nice to come to Destiny. But in Destiny, original Destiny, unless Juggler is in effect, so as long as there is no Juggler as a modifier, if you completely run out of ammo, the game will give you ammo. Great thing. It takes a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden you hear this like click sound, and a whole bunch of ammo will appear. But you need to run out. So, exposure. And as I said, it's Kexis the Betrayed, Psylocke the Defiled, and Vex. Just Vex, not Taken Vex. Vex. Cool. It's Challenge of the Elders. Don't forget to pick up the bounties from Varix. Also, I always forget to do this, but you can pick up House of Judgment reputation boosters from the Silver Dust store. I have a bunch of them. I keep forgetting to use them, which is stupid of me. But you can pick them up for Silver Dust from the Silver Dust store. You can get Silver Dust from the treasure boxes, or if you dismantle ornaments. But these are great to have. I just keep forgetting to use it. But House of Judgment reputation boosters, great to have. Also, pop a 3 of coins between each boss. I forget to do that as well. The way you know you have a 3 of coins going, watch, it now has the number 9 right over here. Exotic particles. Grants a chance to receive an exotic engram on the next Ultra Kill or Crucible match completion. Now, do I have any luck with 3 of coins? No, I do not. No, I don't. But some people, supposedly, you're supposed to have a better chance of getting exotics with 3 of coins. It's just, anyway. Righto. That's Challenge of the Elders. And finally, we have the weekly raid. Heroic, Vosic Challenge, and Axis Challenge. Oh my god, my brain is freezing. I think that's Wrath of the Machine. That's Wrath of the Machine. That would make sense because Rise of Iron is the weekly story playlist. I like Wrath of the Machine. Obviously, I've done Wrath of the Machine twice at least because I have Outbreak Prime. You have to do Wrath of the Machine twice to get Outbreak Prime. Do I have it with me? Yes, I have the Siva Engram replicas, this thing here. I can't remember what they're called. But you need these. Once you get Outbreak Prime, you can then help other people to get Outbreak Prime. You could just pick these up. So if there's anybody out there who needs so in order to get Outbreak Prime, you need a Hunter, a Titan, and a Warlock. You need one of each to get Outbreak Prime. So if you ever need a Hunter to get Outbreak Prime, I primarily play as Hunter. So look me up. I'm not a very good Titan. I'm not a very good Warlock, but I play Hunter. Anyway, I would love to do Wrath of the Machine. Wrath of the Machine is one of my favorite raids. Rise of Iron is my favorite DLC. I'm just caught up right now, like I said, with the new war. I just beat, oh god, what's her name? Nira, the Snake Archon. I did Amar, the Fox Archon. So I'm on Cetus right now. And, yeah, the worst part about Nira was trying to get back past that group of Corpus who just kept shooting me. And it's like there's this one Corpus guy who, dude, is just, well, I walk right up to him and he just takes his Supra and goes whack. I was like, dude, massive respect for you. Even with the veil on, it was just like I went right up to him and he had his Supra and he went just wham. It was just like this brilliant moment of AI going brilliantly done. So every time I walked past that guy, I was like, I'm not killing you anymore. You, dude, brother, huge respect. But I kept going through that section with the Corpus and they're all shooting at me. It's like, I don't want to kill you guys. Why are you doing this? But anyway, that aside, so I'm on Cetus right now, and on the Witch Queen, I am at Savathun, and that everyone comes into my live stream and tells me to play Void. Keep telling me to play Void, and I don't want to play Void. I would rather have choice. And to me, the fact that they buffed Void and everyone's doing Void, well, I don't do what everybody does. And I want to beat Savathun with my loadout the way I want to do it. It's really, really tedious. My God, the amount of damage she can take is really, really frustrating. But so I'm beating Savathun, and I'm beating doing the Witch Queen, the new war. Though totally on a side. Anyway, that aside, check out the community tab, because I keep adding polls and comments, and I'm loving the community tab. I like hearing what people say. The last poll was who would win, the Hive or the Corpus and the Grenier, and at one point they were tied, and I was impressed because I was like, there's no way the Corpus and the Grenier, even if they were to unite, have a chance against the Hive. I even posted this little snippet where I'm like, I could just see this like Corpus engineer running through his ship, and the lights are flickering, and you can see the hand of Parvos Granum like hanging over, and and the lights, and you can hear Omnigul screeching in the background. He could hear the yells of the Thrall. There's blood running down his face because he has, with the Thrall grabbed for his helmet, so he's got blood running down his face, and he's running, and he falls on a dead Corpus body, and he grabs Supra, and he's still running, and he's like, he doesn't realize they're just toying with him. They plan to leave him alive. They're going to leave that ship completely empty except for this one Corpus tech to go and tell his superiors that the Hive have come. The sword logic demands sacrifice. And people were voting for the Corpus and the Grenier. I'm like, okay. If you don't vote on the poll unless you genuinely think whatever you think, or you don't know and you're just guessing. But the Corpus still have a pretty high percentage. It's like, look, even me, the massive fan of the Corpus, think that they'd get their butt whooped by the Hive. Absolutely get their butt whooped by the Hive. They will have nightmares of the Hive. I don't see the Corpus having a single chance against the Hive, unless they get Guardians. Once you mix in Corpus and Grenier Guardians, then that's different. Anyway, I'm going off on other tangents. I need to go grab stuff to get ready for work. It's been fun. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to be talking this time on the comments. I think I was listening to Tim Pool, and he made me realize something about the Voxellaris versus the actual Corpus, and how are the Voxellaris superior to the Corpus in a sense, because of what Tim Pool was saying. Anyway, thank you for watching. No, Tim Pool wasn't talking about Warframe, though.